What you? All right, guys. Back. We're going to be answering some Houston Rockets live questions with a guest. Her name's Stella. Uh, in fact, we have more than one guest. Her name's also Stella. In fact, we have 4 more guests. They're all named Stella, and I hope to accomplish all of them throughout the remainder of this live stream. So if you're watching this and I'm not live and it's a video, if you're not already subscribed, if you guys wouldn't mind subscribing, I really appreciate it. I'm tweeting out the link right now if I can find it. Here we go. If you guys wouldn't mind subscribing. That's me. You can hear me. Basically, people come in here, they ask me questions, I show them up like this, and then we hit it. And now, folks, we wait. So they played last night. They didn't look great. In fact, they did not look good. However, they didn't look bad. So I think some interesting notes were a little bit more or less. I honestly am not really I don't even really give a fuck about last night's game because, I mean, the 12 points we scored in the fourth, I hate to call them scrubs because it's our bench, but I mean, come on. Like, it's not like our starters would be out there putting up 12 in the fourth quarter. None of our starters were even playing. And we're without 3 of our starters. So I wouldn't worry at all about last night. In fact, I would be relatively more excited because I think John Wall and DeMarcus Cousins, they continue to put out. All right, what's up, Sergio? Will Harden finish the season with the Rockets? Honestly, man, it's not really looking like it. I just, especially with what John Wall said today. What's up, Ross? Especially what John Wall said today, or Harden saying, the report saying Harden essentially doesn't give a fuck about John Wall. I mean, it's not that aggressive, but like he said he didn't prefer John Wall over Russ. Oh, you're 16. That's pretty cool. So I would say no. Unfortunately, I don't believe so. However, if we start off just on fire, I totally think we could. I totally think he would stay. We just got to kind of see how he plays with the boys. And we'll see that on it. When's our next game? Is it Thursday? So, fuck it, man. We're ready. I want a championship right here. Is PJ considered to staying in Houston? Well, here's my opinion. My opinion is that PJ wants to stay in Houston really badly. He loves Houston, wants to play on the team, wants to play with Harden. However, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if you watched my PJ, but in his press conference today, he was kind of playing like, I don't want to say hard, but he was kind of like, I mean, I'm sure you saw it on Twitter and stuff. I thought, oh, fuck, what did he say? He was like, if they asked PJ if Houston's going to bring him back or whatever it was, something related to him staying on Houston. He was like, oh, no, ask him or something. Did you ask him? So it appears as if Houston and PJ are in a standoff, and I would expect PJ to be traded relatively soon. I would say first month. Oh, for sure, dude. Yeah, so Sergio asks, will the Rockets be a top 5 seed at the end of the season? 100%, dude. 100%. Honestly, the way we're playing right now, and it depends totally on who we would get back, but it's actually, for me, kind of hard to imagine us not being a playoff team even without Harden. Maybe that – I don't even think 8 seed – it depends on who we would get back fully, but John Wall, DeMarcus Cousins, they look great. And Christian Wood hasn't even played yet. So if you guys have been watching my videos, I think Christian Wood's going to go off for like 20 and 10 this season. So we've got 3 beasts right there. I think we can all agree this is the best team that Harden's ever had around him. It's just kind of a matter of staying healthy. And honestly, John Wall and DeMarcus Cousins, they look fully healthy. So I'm not worried one bit as far as their injuries go. So Ross asks, Harden's playing tomorrow. If we blow out the Spurs, what's up, Thurman? If we blow out the Spurs, do you think 100% that he's staying? Well, tomorrow is a preseason game. I think that as long as they don't actually suck, and it's not like Harden going off and everyone else sucks, I don't think the preseason games matter at all. As long as they play above average, I would say that they have a better chance at keeping him. But however, I think the most important thing is a good start to the regular season is all we need. All right, Caden Williams, what's up? Will the Rockets win a championship this year? We'll see, man. We'll see. So they play tomorrow, I guess. Apparently the Rockets play tomorrow. We'll see how they play with Harden. I believe so. I mean, I feel like mainly only Rockets fans kind of believe that. After that second game, after last night's game, I would say players are a little bit, or I would say the fans and the media, they're a little bit less excited. However, they don't even know the whole truth of it because it's bullshit. John Wall and DeMarcus Cousins still played very well. John Wall didn't shoot great, didn't shoot bad. So they got a chance, man. Is this team better than the 2018 Rockets? I think they are 100% better than the 2018 Rockets. I don't think it's a competition. I love Chris Paul. Love the 2018 squad. However, I really think if Harden were to give this team a chance, they have a much better fit. Mavs content. I have not watched a Mavs game. I would have to say I'll probably keep an eye on the Mavs in the preseason, and once the regular season starts, I'll probably branch out to, more NBA related. Like I'll still do a ton of Rocket stuff, but I'll do some Luka videos. I'll do a Mav video. I did a Melo video yesterday, but didn't do too well. Only 4. Yeah, I mean, it happens. We got 6 in here. 6 beautiful people. I still love it. But, since I only have like 500 subs right now, I don't think that if I were to make Mavs content at the moment, like if I were to upload a Mavs video right now, I feel like it would. I don't think it would do too well because the Melo video did okay. So I'll definitely do that in the regular season, I would say. What do you guys think the Rockets go this year? I don't have any noise on in the whole house. It's way too quiet in here. You would get subs, maybe, if there's Mavs fans. Majority of my subs are Rockets fans, thankfully, right now. You guys are great. Is Christian Wood playing tomorrow? And if he does, what do you expect? I believe he will be playing tomorrow because – what's up, DB? I believe he'll be playing tomorrow. I know he said his injury is definitely not major, very minor injury. I don't know if he said that yesterday or today, but I would expect him to play tomorrow with the boys. Lee 2K. Who would be a good player for the Rockets to trade Gordon for? Some players I've been mentioning are Buddy Hield, Victor Oladipo. It's getting a little tricky just because the defense seems just such bad. Like, it just seems bad. Our defense seems bad. James Harden's not really going to help our defense necessarily. He's not a bad. James Harden's been in the last few years got so much better at defense. No longer liability. However, Christian Wood, PJ Tucker, they weren't playing, so they're big defensive threats. But yeah, I'd say probably Buddy Hield or Victor Oladipo. I would love a Miles Turner as well, but I would say those 2 players are probably the most realistic. You could also look at like a Will Barton, OG, Otto Porter, guys on expiring deals. I kind of want us to get rid of Daniel House relatively soon, so I don't know if you guys feel the same. DB? What's your name, DB? 49 and 23. That would be great. Top 4 right there, for sure. If you could trade James Harden, who would you get for him? Tricky, because my opinion is not a lot of people like it. But when you ask a lot of Rockets fans about these James Harden trades, the only trades that they like are unrealistic. They're a little too unrealistic. Like I made a video for Swaggy today. He sent me this shit trade idea. It was Ben Simmons and like Maxey and 2 firsts for James Harden and PJ Tucker. I'm looking at that trade. I'm like, who the fuck would do that trade? Why would Morty do that trade? So I would say I personally want Tyler Hero out of what we've been. I would love Ben Simmons. I don't think they'll get Ben Simmons. So I think Tyler Hero and 4 picks. It might be at the end of the draft. That's the issue. It doesn't seem like a great time to trade James Harden at this current moment. It's just not a great idea. He's got to get his value up. Teams got to kind of reevaluate the way they go. No, I meant the Sixers GM's Morey. So I don't think anyone in the Sixers would ever want to trade Ben Simmons. Joel Embiid, I would say, is untouchable. But Ben Simmons, the way I could see this trade going down, in fact, this might be the most likely trade, is I personally don't think the Sixers got better this offseason. I think they got significantly worse. I don't like Tobias Harris. They lost Al Horford. Personally, I think they start off pretty rough. I think they're around 500 for a decent part of the first half of the season. And that's when I would expect James Harden to be traded, because that's when his value is going to be at the highest. They're going to be like, shit, Ben Simmons and Embiid, it's not working. Let's go for James Harden. Dorian Finney-Smith is a great defender and a great three-point shooter. I think at the deadline we should snag him from the Mavericks for a trade for Eric Gordon. He could be that's another great possible trade. I honestly don't really know what his value is. I don't even know if Finney-Smith, you might even be able to do Tucker in a first or Tucker in a set. I don't really know Dorian Finney-Smith's trade value. I don't know the season he had statistically last year as far as value goes. Trade Harden for everything on the Lakers except Bron and AD. That would never happen. They would never do that. Who's the most underrated player on the Rockets? Christian Wood's my current most underrated. Number 2, I would say Kenny Wooten, although I know he has not impressed much so far in his preseason games. I think Kenny Wooten's a stud, man. I think he's a defensive beast. I expect him to get some minutes towards the end of the season. I think he'll get minutes in this season, but probably very low. I would say that Wooten starts to play a much more important role towards the end of the season. Hot take here. Y'all need to pay PJ. Jayshawn Tate looks like PJ Tucker. To me, they do the same fucking thing. What's your verdict on the first 2 preseason games? I feel great, man. I feel great, okay? I think that there's no need to panic. John Wall, DeMarcus Cousins, they look great. Eric Gordon looks healthy. It's the most important part. We haven't even seen half of our starters play. So first 2 preseason games, in my opinion, they went not perfect. First game went perfect. Second game ended badly, but I would not worry one bit. Caden Williams says PJ's 36 and he doesn't deserve an extension, and I would have to agree with him full-heartedly. I'd trade Tucker. He's slow and inconsistent on 3. I'm from Houston. I know my team. I'm really glad you said this, because Tucker is – it's really tough to see Tucker go. It's for me personally, I think I'd rather have Gordon leave than Tucker. They both need to go. Tucker to me just kind of means a little bit more. I don't really know why, to be honest. As a Rocket, I just think he's super cool. I love his shoe collection. I think he's just a beast, man. But he's very slow. He's very inconsistent, and he's 36. This is not the guy we want guarding Anthony Davis in the playoffs. I promise you all that. He is not the man to do that anymore. All right, Ross White. Wait, if the 76ers are around 500, as you said, why would Harden want the 76ers if the Rockets can be doing better than them? It's a great point. It's a great point. That's what we're all saying, bro. That's what we're all fucking saying. This is the best team, in my opinion, James Harden has been on in a Houston Rockets uniform. Definitely not Oklahoma. And that's why I feel good that he's going to stay, because they're a good team, bro. They're a great team. Why exactly? Why is he going to want to go to any of these teams? I don't know. I think he wants to go to the Nets. The Nets can't trade us anybody for him. The Nets have nothing to offer us. They don't want to give up Kyrie. It's a smart call. Actually, is it the smart call? The Nets should probably give up Kyrie. To just be quite honest, if the Nets want to win, they should probably give up Kyrie for James Harden. All right, we got a lot here. Woo! If you guys are not subscribed, go ahead. We got $6 here. We got to pound them. If Harden stays, we have potential. We haven't even seen Wood yet. Bro, I'm telling you, man. Wood's 8 games he started for on the Pelicans last year was 18-8. This guy is going to be our future. Yeah, it appears as if James Harden still wants out. Fran and Cheese. John Wall is going to be an all-star confirmed. Nobody can tell me different. Whoa, those are so – those are detailed stats, man. Those are specific. 23-7, 23.7 points, 10.8 assists. Holy shit. You better be an all-star with those numbers. Paul George just got extended, so I highly doubt it. I love Harden, but it's time to move on to the Silas era. It's a shame Harden won't even give this team a chance. I really hope he gives this team a chance, guys. We can do a lot, bro. We can do a lot. Here we go. We got Doofy saying, hey, Will, have you seen the Harden's latest story? He posted some song and wrote, listen, can you tell me what song it is? Sure. Is this Instagram? All right, guys. So I would Shazam it because I don't know what song that is, but it sounds like Lil Baby. If Harden goes to the Heat, Sixers, or Bucks, I honestly think they would be worse. Exactly. Maybe not the Heat, though. I don't think the Heat would be worse just because they've got a lot. However, you might be onto something because they've what's his face? Spoelstra's system might not fit, probably won't fit Harden's game. They honestly might. You actually might be onto something there. Harden's such a diva, it's crazy. Do you think Harden will give everything he has within the first couple of games if he has to stay there until a good trade? Well, I think he's going to go off just because even if he wanted to be traded so badly, I think he wants to get his value up either way. James Harden's been averaging 30 points since 2012. 30 points since 2012. He is the third best offensive player ever, man. James Harden's going to be a beast no matter what, man. I'm telling you, as long as he doesn't sit out, we are fine. Already did that. Harden for Ja Morant. The fuck? Sure. They're not going to take that. I think we need some more, though. Do you think if James Harden gets traded, the John Wall trade would be pointless? John Wall trade was pointless from the get-go. The Russell Westbrook trade was pointless from the get-go. I shouldn't say pointless. I'm just a little fired up. It won't be pointless because Russ wanted out. I love Russell Westbrook. In fact, he might be my favorite point guard ever. Ever. He's so flipping cool, bro. He's such a cool guy. He's a nice guy. He's a great person. Great basketball player. It wasn't going to work on the Rockets. And here's my take, guys. James Harden. Shit, shouldn't have said that. Russell Westbrook, he'll never win anything. He never will if he continues to play the way he's playing. It's not meant to win. I appreciate it, DB. The Rockets would be dumb if the Rockets don't trade PJ or Eric Gordon. I totally agree. Eric Gordon was doing – I hate when Eric Gordon does that bullshit. Like, he's got a rookie on him, so he's like, oh, man, I'm such a veteran. I got all this experience. Let me bait him into a foul. Pump fake. Patrick Williams goes up, and then you just see Eric Gordon, like, shove him in the back and try and put up a shot. It's like, Jesus, dude. Like, It's a fucking preseason game, too. Can you save that for the season? That better be it. We got a couple more beers here. Doubling them. John Wall is a pass-first point guard and is more explosive than before. Can't wait to make some noise and surprise people. I agree. I think John Wall is going to be a beast. I don't think the trade was worthless because John Wall helps our team so much more, guys. You can already tell. The shots John Wall has been shooting the last couple of nights, the last 2 nights, those are shots Russell Westbrook would maybe shoot. But you know that when Russell Westbrook shoots those, they're not going in. When John Wall shoots it, you're now like, all right. All right. Oh, shit, I'm 3 minutes behind chat, guys. I'm sorry. We got 24 people in here. This does not happen often. If you are new here, hit that subscribe button. Do this quite a bit. Drew Holiday can get 3 first-round picks and no swaps, no question. Harden should be worth more than that. You're 100% right. It's kind of what Rockets Twitter's been saying. They hold all the power right now, guys. We've got all the power. James Harden can't do jack shit right now other than ball out for us. Yes, sir. I personally think that the Rocco trade was bad. Think about the lineup if Rocco was still in there. The defense. Dude, if we had Rocco right now instead of House, you're looking – it honestly changes quite a bit. It actually kind of changes quite a bit there. This offense works so much better with a pass-first point guard who can score. Dude, John Wall from the 3, if he can shoot like a little better than Russell Westbrook's 28% last year, whatever the fuck it was, 27%, we're fine, dude. We'll be just fine. Who would be that great defensive guy for the Rockets? Rocco. Honestly, I kind of like Miles Turner. But defense, I would say Will Barton actually is low-key one of my favorites. I think he's a stud defensively, especially. Even like we need wing defense. We need defense. We need another big, guys. I try to say this like every time, and everyone's like, no, we don't have enough to Jayshawn Tate or Kenny Wooten. They're too young, bro. Kenyon Martin Jr., I love him. I think he's going to be a fucking stud in a couple of years. He's not ready. He cannot be playing regular season minutes right now the way he played last night. All right, Noah says, we need like 1 or 2 more solid bench pieces, then we're good. Looking at Lysenet's game, this can be inconsistent even though it's preseason. Ben McLemore, PJ Tucker, Eric Gordon, Daniel House, those are my top 4 guys that probably could be traded with 0 consequences. They're all defensive liabilities. Every player I just named. Corey Clemens, throw him on the list too. However, I don't want to trade him. I just want to develop him. He's 5'9", though. I'm 5'9". I'm not in the I can't play in the NBA, but he's much bigger than I am. What's the ultimate best trade for Harden, even if it's super unrealistic? Ben Simmons. I would have to say Ben Simmons would be the best possible trade. I don't think it's that unrealistic. However, right now, I think it's relatively unrealistic. All right. Rockets got to give up Gordon with Wood or House so we can get healed. Dude, I'm totally fine with it. I'm totally fine with any of those. Totally fine with it. Smart heroin addict. Rockets got to give up that. Tom Fox. Nice name. Don't you think healthy John Wall is a mix of CP3 and Russ? I mean, I never really thought about it like that. No, I don't know. Not really, but I can kind of see where you're coming from. I would say he's a mix of them. I think, yeah, because if CP3 worked out perfectly for us, Russ worked horribly, hopefully Wall's right in the middle. But then if he's right in the middle, then if CP3 was perfect for us, food for thought. What if we trade Harden to the Nuggets, some of their starters? Oof. Would they do this? I don't know if they would do this trade. They'd probably have to give up Jamal Murray. That'd be pretty interesting. Would you take IT as backup point guard? First off, IT, I love him. Now, if Rondo, you guys know I'm from Chicago. If Rondo didn't get hurt, game 2 of, what year is this, 2017? Or is it 16? 2016? Whatever the year is with IT. If Rondo doesn't get hurt, the Bulls knock down the first place Celtics in round 1. That's all I have to say. But we cannot have IT as a backup point guard because he is a massive defensive liability. This guy is worse than Clemens. We cannot do that. Motion wave, what it do? How about them Nets? Kyrie and KD look good. KD looks good. Watch out. I love it. Watch out, LeBron. I would love this. Another one of those trades where I think wait a little bit towards the season. The Pistons will be like fucking 5-20 and we'll be like, why is Derrick Rose on our team? Like, here's PJ Tucker. And they're like, okay, here's PJ in a first. Okay. Joshua says, I feel like we need a backup point guard or at least a better one than Clemens. We do. I feel like we may need one more center. We do. Is James Harden going to play tomorrow versus San Antonio Spurs? I believe so. I would put it at 99. Would you trade for Oladipo considering his value right now? Yeah. I know Swaggy's got a differing opinion on me, but I think that Oladipo is going to have a good season. He's just battled injuries recently. I don't think he's a superstar by any means, but I think he's on the Pacers. Pacers aren't good. I know they were the 5th seed or whatever in the playoffs, but he'll still put up at least 15. He's going to get his value up. Eric Gordon's value, not so high. So we can't really trade for Oladipo right now. Unless I feel like we'd have to give up like Gordon and House and a first. I'm not so high on the Simmons trade yet because he still can't shoot, and him and Wall is still a questionable fit. I agree with you totally. I just think that when I was asked this question on who I thought the best trade would be, I in between Tyler Hero and Ben Simmons, and honestly pick between Tyler Hero and Ben Simmons. I love Tyler Hero. I think he's going to be a beast. However, if the bubble never happened, nobody really gives a fuck about Tyler Hero. Like, to just be straight, no one really cares about Tyler Hero if that bubble didn't happen. People would be like, oh, that's that cool guy who's like really white, acts black, and can play basketball, but he's like 19. So we'll wait and see. Then the bubble happened, and this kid all of a sudden is a complete stud, and his value is probably the highest it'll be all season right now. So I got to go. I'm curious as to what you guys think who do you guys think we could get for James Harden, basically. Him and Wall would be a huge issue. We'd have to trade Wall. Will, do you think the 2018 conference finals was rigged? No, I don't think it was rigged, but I think it was bullshit. I think there's a little difference. All right. Is there a possible? Also, still 3 minutes behind, guys. We got 29 people in here. If you're new to this, go ahead and subscribe. I do this a lot. Is there a possibility of Boogie being better than Wood this season? Woof. I doubt it because of minutes restriction. Mook Williams, LaMelo Ball, Eric Bledsoe, and JJ Redick plus 4 firsts. Well, I think you mean Lonzo Ball, and I still would not do that trade. Harden for Simmons can't be good for the Rockets because you can't have a guard that can't shoot in today. Well, I honestly think Ben Simmons is going to have a shot. Like, I think he's going to have a shot very soon. I don't know if it'll be at the end of the season. I don't know when it will be, but I guarantee you Ben Simmons will develop a decent enough shot. However, when you take a look at Giannis and you're like, this guy can't shoot for shit. Just go to the gym and practice shooting, bro. So I see your issue here. That's why I'm a few minutes behind. So I asked you guys who you guys would rather trade for Harden, who you guys think. But I'm still going with Simmons right now, man. Where was Westbrook against the Nets? Where is Westbrook? Can't win for shit. Get that guy out of the team. Tucker seemed pissed at the questions I asked him. Yeah, I made a video about it because I just thought I thought he was such a diva. I'm so in between on PJ. There's just so much Rocket news going on right now that PJ Tucker's the least of my concerns. We need another defensive wing. Totally agree. I'll do the Harden trade to Boston for Brown and Walker. Well, they're not going to do that trade, are they? Oof. Yo, what's up, man? What did I did like this. You couldn't see I pieced it, but wow, Anthony Davis, LeBron James, because James Harden's not a good player. Harden to Minnesota for Edwards, Culver, and either Bleasley or Russ and picks. Okay. I like Edwards. Interesting. Harden for James Wiseman, Kelly Oubre, and 3 to 4 first-round picks. Interesting. However, guys, my issue with trading for even a Joel Embiid is that I'm so confident. I'm so confident that Christian Wood's going to put up 20 and 10 this season and make the All-Star that I feel like it would affect his progression. James Harden would be a fit to the Pelicans. It's just what they would trade for him. I also would be down with Brandon Ingram. Be fine with me. Whatever happens, I just hope we have a better ball movement and more mid-range shots. Yeah, I made a video. I wouldn't don't worry about this, guys. It's no concern. Last night I hate telling them. I know you guys all are Rockets fans. I know you're all diehard Rockets fans, but we had scrubs in the fourth quarter last night. No starters. They're not scrubs, but you guys get my point. So there's nothing to worry about. John Wall, DeMarcus Cousins, they looked good. That's all that matters. Ben McLemore bounced back a little bit. Honestly, that's it. I'm ready for Christian Wood, PJ Tucker, and James Harden to play tomorrow. Ha! Hilarious. How did you react when the Bulls beat the Houston Rockets yesterday? I'm also from Chicago. Oh, that's pretty cool, man. I was kind of just indifferent. I was actually at Burger King for the end of the game. So I was kind of trying to pull it up on live, but League Pass wasn't working. I think our League Pass got fucked. So came back for the very end of it, and I saw who we had in, and I was like, well, that makes sense. Appreciate it, Motion. Like up the stream, yo. Hit that subscribe already. Harden for Ingram, Lonzo, and a first. Would you take that? Whew. I think if you made it at least 2 firsts, you'd have to think about it. But to be quite honest, that 1 first-round draft pick, I don't think would do it. I just don't think it would do it. But I really like where you're getting at because I really like it. Swaggy made me do a trade. It was like a while ago, like 2 weeks ago. That's not that long ago, but it was Pelicans related. I don't remember who it was. It was like Ingram. Actually, I don't even think it was Ingram. I think it was like Bledsoe, Lonzo, and JJ, and 4 first-round picks. Interesting. All right. I'm 4 minutes behind. I got to pick it up. Oh, all right. How do you think James Harden will respond to the media? I don't know. I'm kind of nervous. How do you guys think? Kind of nervous. I think he'll be fine. James Harden's not a D-bag for the most part. Tyler Hero, Ben Adebayo. Haven't heard of him. Bam Adebayo, Kelly Olynyk, Iguodala, and picks for Harden. So this is my whole issue. This all over Twitter too, man. Take Kelly Olynyk. Here, I'll take him. Here's Kelly. Trash is over there. Iguodala. Trash. No need for either of those players. There's literally no need for either of those players. Unless we were to trade for like LeBron James and oh shit, now we're like supposed to win the NBA Finals, and then we could use veteran guys like Kelly Olynyk and Andre Iguodala. Those guys are just there for the cap or the salary. Not a fan of even having those guys on the team. We want to get younger. We want to get more athletic. I like Tyler Hero. I like Bam Adebayo, but Bam's untouchable. Number one, mid-tier move. I feel like that's a specific and not specific at the same time. I need a little bit more of an elaboration. Might just be the Stellas. Imagine if Harden got traded to the Bulls. I think everyone in my town would just instantly become a Rock or a Bulls fan out of nowhere. Motion Wave 420. 3-team motion. I love Motion Wave because we're taking these. He knows what we were taking, but we were taking him the other night on the podcast, and he was the only one, or on the stream, and he was the only one who made a note of it. Would you get Jello? I think he's a good fit. I feel super bad for Jello. I think he did not deserve that. Yeah, I'd be fine to give him a quick sign. He's not going to get any minutes, I'll tell you that. Throw him in the G League. Why not, man? As a Lakers fan, I'll take PJ Tucker off your hands. I'm sure you would. Rockets fans, would you guys rather have PJ Tucker get traded to the Lakers? And that would you rather have, in this hypothetical, we're going to give PJ Tucker to the Lakers and the Lakers automatically win the championship, or would you rather be stuck with PJ Tucker for 4 or 5 more years? But the Lakers aren't going to win it next year, confirmed. I'm very concerned about our one-style offense. We got to remember, though, 3 of our starters were not playing in the first 2 games, so I wouldn't be too nervous about it. Sacramento is the most realistic trade because Rockets could get Buddy Hield and 3 first-round. What? No, I'm not a fan of the Sacramento trade if you're talking about James Harden. London, what's up, man? Do you think James Harden will be traded? I definitely think so. It's kind of sad, but, that's the way it looks to me right now. I like to be more realistic in my expectations so that if it were to happen, I'm not going to be like, fuck. So when Russell Westbrook got traded, I was like, fuck. I wasn't ready for that, man. So I got to get ready for it. Happy birthday, Anthony Davis, LeBron James, because footage just released of Harden at practice today. He looked locked in. You love to hear that. Thank goodness. I think, like I said, guys, he's averaged 30 since 2012, man. We don't have anything to worry about. As long as he's playing, we're fine. I think Ben Simmons and Wall could work. People forget Ben's 6'10". He's a front court player with a handle and vision of the guard. The Rockets could use him in a lot of creative ways. I agree. However, what if he needs to play the point, man? Even throwing Ben Simmons at the 3, I still don't feel great about it. If we throw him at the 4, he's taking minutes out of Christian Wood. However, I would not be upset about this. No, because it'd be like John Wall, Buddy Hield, Ben Simmons, Christian Wood, DeMarcus Cousins. What if that was our starting 5? Not horrible, but if there's no need to trade for Buddy Hield if we're trading away James Harden. Or actually, we do want to get rid of Eric Gordon no matter what. Buddy Hield's a good young piece. That could be interesting right there. James Harden for Zach LaVine, yeah. Maxi, we'll keep up the good work, watching your videos every day. I appreciate it. Have you ever been to Germany? I'm a huge Rockets fan, but it's such a struggle to watch all our games at 4. Dude, that sucks, man. I've never been to Germany. I really wish. One of our guys, one of my subs, Adam, he's from the UK, so I know he's got that same problem. I think he wakes up at 3 a.m. or something to watch it. When I was in Italy, my junior year of high school, so a very long time ago, I think it was the first Warriors-Cavs NBA Finals, and I was in Italy, and the games were all on at 2 a.m., and I was so pissed off, man. I was so pissed off. Couldn't play any My NBA. It was My NBA 2K15 because they had the first. It was the first ever all playoff Rivals Clash. I was looking at it. I was like, oh my god, there's so many playoffs. I'm in Italy. I can't play. All right. I heard the Lakers want PJ Tucker and the Rockets would acquire Kyle Kuzma. That's a W for both teams. Yes, sir. Thing about this trade, would not expect it to happen until at least a month after the season when the Lakers recognize Kyle Kuzma does nothing for their chances of winning, because he doesn't. Will probably walk. They're not going to extend him. I agree. Totally agree. Oh, James Harden and PJ Tucker for Ben Simmons, Tobias Harris, and a pick or two. Well, the thing is, they're not willing to give up Ben Simmons, so tricky trade. Tricky trade. I'm not a fan of just one picks. Honestly, I'm not even a fan of two picks. The way I see it, guys, is if Drew Holiday, great player, but it's Drew Holiday, got 3 first-round. Drew Holiday got 3 first-round picks. The fuck? Come on. Give us more than one. Make a video of Rockets rebuild, but you have to trade Harden. I'm down for that, guys. If you guys didn't watch my last 2K stream, my buddy Sean was over. We did not trade Harden. We won the championship first year. He still said he wanted to test free agency. We get knocked out the next season in the first round, and he decides to stay. What a goofball. Harden for Brogdon, Turner, Oladipo, and picks. Ooh, I would love that trade, but I don't know if they got that in them. Daniel Jeef's all upset. I'm going slow. I'm only 3 minutes behind schedule. It's not too bad. What's up, Charlie? I get boards for days. Who's a favorite to win the title? Lake Show. I can elaborate if you want me to, but I think we all know why. Why do we want to get rid of Eric Gordon so much? He's still a good shooter and scorer. I could recreate what I did earlier, but I'm so sick of Eric Gordon getting on a rookie and being like, oh my God, I'm such an OG. I'm going to put my back into him and try and shoot a shot and take 3 free throws. Shot 2 of 6 from 3 last night, 2 of 7 from the field. Eric Gordon, I guarantee you, tomorrow night scores like at least 15 points, has a great night, and we're all like, fuck, what's going on with Eric Gordon? But you want Eric Gordon to have nights like that. You don't want Eric Gordon having nights like last night where he's going 2 of 7. We can't have it. Eric Gordon took at least 2 threes last night from the hash mark, and that cannot happen. I understand it's preseason, but, bro, you've got 5 feet in front of you to the three-pointer line. Just go. Just step up, bro. You're not James Harden. God, man, he pisses me off recently. Trade the whole roster for young LeBron. Ooh. Yeah, James don't want to be there. You want to be a net. I've always loved Harden play style when we're not playing him. Well, the thing, Motion, is who are you going to give up? We want KD or Kyrie. They're not willing to give it up. I don't want Jared Allen and Spencer Dinwiddie's expiring contracts. I'll tell you that. Better get 4 firsts in that then. I hate the fact that we let go of Rivers and especially Jeff Green. I mean, I can't disagree with you. If we had both of those players on our team right now, I'd actually feel great about our bench. I would say, PJ Tucker, get the fuck out of here. I'll trade you for a bag of barbecue Lays. And then, yeah, Eric Gordon, you still got a place in here, but, let's trade you for Buddy Hield. Get out of here. We got Austin Rivers on the bench, bro. James Harden, Ben McLemore, Daniel House should go to Miami. Ooh. One thing people have not been talking about is if James Harden's traded, I would say it's 50-50 that a third team's got to be thrown in there. Most likely. To be honest, we should just keep Harden. We will be pretty nice. Thing is if Harden doesn't want to play for us, it might be tricky. Could be tricky, man. Might get really, really uncomfortable. I'm about that for this year, but then after this year, we need to trade him because it's the last year's contract. If we can get anything, if we can get any value for James Harden, we need to take advantage of that because he's definitely not going to re-sign if we don't trade him and if we don't do well. Thank you, Anthony Davis, LeBron James, VC. I appreciate it, man. AJ, what's up? James Harden, Daniel House, John Wall, PJ Tucker in the first grade. What the fuck? Oh, my God. 1NH. Trailblazers looking to acquire Harden involving CJ Nurkic. Ooh. It's interesting. Not a huge fan of CJ. It's not a huge fan of CJ on the Rockets. And then also not a huge fan of Nurkic on the Rockets as well. Unless we can commit to trading PJ Tucker. I need Christian Wood to get starter minutes. I need him to do it this year. I need him to start every game, to just be honest. We're back. We're down to 2 minutes, guys. Do you think there's any chance Harden stays? Yes, I do. Don't think it's that high. But guys, it's okay. Imagine this. So games 9 and 10 are against the Lakers. So through 8 games, imagine we're like 6-2. Now, say we blow out the Lakers, so we're 8-2. We just blew out the Lakers back-to-back games. You're trying to tell me James Harden's going to want to leave? Where do you want to go? Where are you going to go? I don't know. Is there any way the Rockets can trade back for Rocco? Does that make sense? Well, I guess it doesn't really make sense. Rocco would be perfect, guys, but 40 fucking people in here, man. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Love doing this shit. Appreciate all you guys, all the comments in here. I love it, man. Fired up right now. I personally would rather have like a Will Barton. I feel like they're very similar players. They both can shoot the ball. They both can shoot the three very efficiently, and they both can play some great defense. Both very athletic as well. So that's just my opinion. Oh shit, that was a lot of comments. I'm a little behind here. Fook. All right, AJ, James Harden, Daniel House, John Wall, PJ, and a first. Bro, why do I keep clicking on your trades? Patrick Williams is looking good, dude. I am loving John Wall London. I think he looks great. I think he's playing great. I think he's going to be a stud. I forget who the guy was in here earlier, but he was like, he's going 23-7, 23.7 points and 10.8 assists or something. Like, fuck, man, put this guy in MVP candidate. But I think John Wall is perfect for this team as of right now. We'll see how he meshes with James Harden. We'll see if Harden's even okay with meshing with him. What's up, Noah? Appreciate you coming in here. Yes, someone else just came in here and said they said the same thing. Right? James Harden looked excited to be there. That's why, when that picture of James Harden came out a couple of days ago at practice or at the workouts with PJ, and they both look like they want to murder the person who took the picture. The story's worth 1,000 words, guys. You can't really judge a picture too much. You can't overthink a picture. Don't read too much into pictures like that. I wouldn't say even PJ's. There's videos of PJ Tucker looking like he looks like this. Someone asked him a question. He's like he looks like he wants to fucking murder you right there. Wouldn't look too much into it. Come on, let's be honest. The Rockets' first priority is figuring out what pieces to move to get better depth. Then our second priority is to get Rocco back. We need him. Oh shit, you guys are really about this Rocco coming back. I'm for it. Oh, shit. Rockets should give up anything to get Jamal Murray? What about... No, that's probably an inappropriate joke. Harden to Bucks for Chris Middleton. We'd need a lot more. Eric Gordon, Michael Frazier. Don't know the context of that. Yes, Charlie, I appreciate it. Sub, all 39 of you, I appreciate it. All my subscribers, I fucking love you guys, man. Shit. I need to make more mods. I think Charlie's only mod I made because when I was making mod, I didn't know how to make a mod, and then when I was making them, Charlie was the only one in the chat. Oh, perfect. Charlie and Swaggy are, but I think we were watching a My NBA video or something. Lou Dort, what up, man? I appreciate you coming, even when you're playing basketball games and got practices and shit. No, doubt it. Not a contender. Eric Gordon, Michael Frazier for DeRozan and a first? What? The fuck? All right, deal. Michael Frazier and Eric Gordon for Isaac Okoro. Probably a little too much. Kyle's Kuzma suck. PJ for Kyle is not. Like, what are you talking about? Really? Over Kuzma? The young and athletic star over the 36 old crackhead? Not crackhead, old head. Wrong time to use the word crackhead. I love PJ. He's not a crackhead, but he's an old head. He's 36, bro. He's 15 years older than me. It's not that old, but. What's up, Tyler? I say, come on, like Joe Biden. I have no idea how Joe Biden talks. Come on. Trade Harden for Russ Westbrook, Wall, and Rocco. There's some horrible trades. I will definitely mod your motion. I'm not on YouTube. I wish you guys could see what I'm looking at right now because it's StreamYard and it just presents it to YouTube. All you OGs can be mods. It's really funny. We've had some crazy ass. The first preseason game I was streaming, we had like 1,000 or we had like 120 people in here and no mods, and the chat was way too much. I had to like end it. I'd rather have Tyler Hero than Middleton. I would 100% as well. Adam, of course. Just can't do it right now, as I was mentioning. What's up, Adam, though? Both Harden and PJ went out, no question. No, PJ does not want out. PJ definitely wants in. Their owner sucks. But the Rockets have the upper hand here unless Harden wants to be absolute dick and sit out. Exactly. And he's not. He's going to put up 30 no matter what. If you are half right, then you would know we need a defensive-minded three-point shooting guard or small forward. That would definitely be a Hawk. Bro, Danilo Gallinari is not a good defensive-minded three. I could be wrong, but I don't think I'm wrong. Jay Crowder, decent idea. I like the idea. I really like the concept of your trades. I just feel like the Rockets, their ownership, like this offseason, we went after young players and picks. So both of those players don't really make sense. We need to trade Eric Gordon. We need to trade PJ Tucker. However, you can still like get Buddy Hield, Victor Oladipo, Miles Turner, Will Barton, OG, Otto Porter. You can still get younger players for these guys. I would like one of these trades if we were like the 1 seed or the 2 seed and we're trying to get everything. James Harden's committed to staying here for the rest of the season. We want to win a ship. We're going all in to win this championship. So, can you do another Rockets rebuild tonight? Fuck yeah. Harden for DeRozan, LaMarcus, and a first. Who's LaMarcus? Oh, LaMarcus Aldridge? Oh, not a fan of it because if you're giving up Harden, guys, you want to get young. You want to get young players. You definitely don't want either of those two players, and you definitely don't want 1 or 2 picks. Trade Harden for Kemba Walker and a first. I just need to make a real quick point. It's got nothing against you, Noah, because it's not definitely nothing against you guys. It's just a totally me thing. James Harden's averaged 30 points since 2012. We need to get value back for him if he's willing to play. We're surprised when Washington beat the Steelers. Steelers, I think they're kind of a bit of a poser, so not really. I don't see a trade for Harden happening in the middle of the season. Most GMs have waited till the offseason to trade big players like AD, Kawhi, Westbrook, and a lot more. Yeah, you're right. This season's a little different, though, because we're all trying to take down LeBron. Every team in the NBA is trying to create a roster that can destroy and stop LeBron. And there's teams out there that are willing to do that. Miami Heat are one of those teams. James Harden goes to the Miami Heat, and they only give up Tyler Hero and blah, 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 Kelly Olynyk and 4 first-round picks. Decent shot. Is Ivor legit? Feel so bad talking about Ivor, bro. I doubt it. If we traded with Miami, then we would have to accept Iggy's contract, and I wouldn't be able to sleep. I agree. It fucking sucks. Okay. Kyle Kuzma is a J.R. Smith type of player to me. That's my opinion. Do you mean more like only offensively minded? Kyle Kuzma to me actually seems like kind of a player who's willing to do whatever he needs to do. Like to me, LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers, they want Kyle Kuzma. Oh, streaky. Okay. That makes a little bit more sense. I could see that. The thing is, this is my personal opinion. When you have a 36-year-old PJ Tucker, and you can get a 26 or however old Kyle Kuzma in return. It's just one of those trades as a franchise. If you have that opportunity, I really just think you got to do it, man. What do you think about the ESPN? Oh, man. Harden at 9, bro. That ESPN article is a fucking clown shit. ESPN's idiots. Wow, Herbert with the hot take here. Harden should come with the second unit. No, he wouldn't, bro. You know he'd sit out. He'd rather sit out. I got black eye on me, which was crazy with someone. I appreciate it, man. I don't actually stream the game. I just stream my reaction. So to me it makes a lot of sense because I'm watching these games and it's better than just tweeting every fucking minute about my thoughts. I can just hop in a stream here with you guys. You guys tell me your thoughts. I'm watching the game on my TV. Works perfectly, man. I have a lot of fun doing it. So yeah, if you're one of those 40 in here that's not subscribed already, go ahead, subscribe. Make a fuck ton of Rockets videos now, bro. Isaac Okoro averages like 15 in defensive stud and Larry Nance and a pick for Eric Gordon, Daniel, and Michael Frazier. Bro, we don't need to give up that much for him. Harden for Booker and a first. Don't think they do it. I wouldn't want it either. 1 first. Actually, for a player like D-Book, really depends where the market's at, in my opinion. Oh, shit. Harden for Donovan Mitchell and a first or 2. Fuck yeah. They're not going to do that. Imagine the Rockets screwing Harden over and sending him to the Suns for Booker. It would be pretty funny, man. They're not a contender yet. They'll be a contender soon. But that would be pretty funny. They won't do it. Interesting take here. Harden for DeAndre Hopkins. I've never talked to Ivor in my whole life, bro, but I appreciate it. Appreciate you coming in. I might hop in a stream later tonight. Harden for Dudley. We're getting closer. In my opinion, Kuzma's only good if he starts. You know, I disagree. I would say he's only efficient if he starts. Harden for Bradley Beal. Could you imagine if we trade Harden to the Wizards? Could you guys imagine if we traded Harden to the Wizards? Oh, bro, I'd cry, dude. I'd be so upset. Harden for Donovan Mitchell in first. The Utah Jazz just would not do this. Jibo. Harden and Gordon for Butler and Hero, however you're supposed to. There's just no you. Harden and Gordon for they wouldn't do this trade at all, bro. They would not do this trade at all. Both of those guys, definitely not. Sorry. Celtics get James Harden. Rockets get Jaylen Brown, Kareem Edwards, and 2 first-round picks. Carson Edwards. Yeah, okay, I like the trade. It's better than what we've heard. Harden for Daryl Morey. Harden for Siakam, Norman Powell. Bro, they'd win that trade so easily. Like, they'd win that trade so easily. We need, like, 3 picks in there. Drew Holiday got 3, bro. Come on, man. Drew Holiday got 3 first-round picks for him. 3. Who the fuck would do that? 3 first-round picks for Drew Holiday? Is he that important? What? It's crazy. How did he get 3? Oh my God, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I can't fucking believe it. Harden for Hero. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier today. I'm for it. I mean, obviously not that specifically, like not just a 1-for-1 swap, but maybe an extra tick. Yeah, the Celtics won't do that. Harden for OKC, 17 picks. Could you guys imagine that? He had 17 first-round picks. Just 17 picks in general. I don't know if they're all first. I feel like they are. Harden will be traded to one of these teams: Nuggets, Raptors, Timberwolves, and Pelicans. Dude, you're crazy. Why? I could see the Pelicans if I could see the Pelicans, the Timberwolves, like the fit would be interesting. The Nuggets have the Nuggets made it to the Western Conference Finals. I don't see them getting rid of Jamal Murray. The Raptors, maybe, if Giannis signs with. Another thing, guys, is if Giannis signs with the Bucks, a lot changes. A lot of shit changes. Because if you're the Raptors right now, they're banking on Giannis. They're banking on getting Giannis. They're thinking, no need to trade for James Harden when we can just sign Giannis. So if Giannis were to sign a max extension or were to sign any contract with the Milwaukee Bucks, the Heat will be on our door. The Raptors will be on our door. All the teams in the East, any team who expected to get Giannis is going to be knocking at our door, guys. We hold all of the power right now. We hold it all. We're in a good spot, guys. We're in a good spot. It's pretty funny. Hawks literally have everything we need, shooting, defensive minded. So, we've played around with some Hawks trades like John Collins. Is it Bohan who's on the Hawks? They've just never really impressed me. They've never impressed me. I don't see a reason to do any of those trades, to be quite honest. Unless Trae Young's included, obviously, but this is just going off the assumption that Trae Young won't be included in that, because why would Trae Young be included in that, right? Harden for Colin Sexton, Kevin Love, and young player. That's so funny to me. Who's the young player? Yo, okay. Because this message freaked me the fuck out. It's an interesting trade, Austin. If Colin Sexton can prove he's like a 20-plus player, sure. The 3 first-round picks, you turned me on right away. You immediately seduced me with the 3 first-round picks. Kevin Love, old, young player, who? It'd have to be like Darius Garland. I don't know if the Cavs have it in them. Alex Bryan, I think you'd like my channel if you're not subscribed already, bro. I talk about Christian Wood a lot. I got him at 20-10 this season, most improved, 100%. Might even be the league's most improved. What about Harden and for Michael Porter Jr. and Bobo and 2 first-round picks? Thing is, with this, we'd probably be able to get at least 3 picks. Like I said, guys, Drew Holiday got 3 picks. We could get 3 from him easily. All right, Harden and Gordon for a first-round pick. No. No. On ESPN, they recently said Harden for Kemba Brown and Smart's a realistic trade. Yeah, that's a lot for the Celtics to give up, man. I could see Kemba. It's honestly, it's quite hard for me to see, actually, like even Jaylen Brown and Marcus Smart, seeing both of them. Even just seeing one of them, it's pretty tricky. I wouldn't. Yeah, I agree with you on this one. ESPN's pretty stupid, guys. Well, there's that. So you're saying you don't like PJ Eric and a first-round pick for 2 of the 3, Jay Crowder, Bogdan, and Danilo. Yeah, I mean, there's no need. First off, there's no need to throw in a first-round pick in there. Like, you could get those guys without – you could probably get Jay Crowder without a first-round pick. Also, if you're getting Jay Crowder and giving up a first round pick, I don't know. Am I crazy for hating this idea? I don't want any of these three players. Bogdan's a little different. I can see where you're coming from with that. The thing is it's just like, yeah, it's just way too much of an asking price for just. I mean, Jay and Danilo, they're still great players, but they're past their primes. They're old. They don't have many years left. Those are just the guys you go for. You bring onto an experience. You bring them onto a championship level team for their experience. Yeah, maybe I'd be fine with that if the Rockets start off 25-5. I'd be like, sure, let's get any of these players because they'll help us out. James Harden's going to stay, no doubt. For 25-5, James Harden's not leaving. So, yeah, I'd be down for that in that situation, but not the first round pick is a big kill for me. Harden for John straight up. I think you know why that's a bad trade. Zach LaVine for Caruso and Taco Fall. As a Bulls guy, I think this is horrible. No, I understand. I understand their statistics. I understand Danilo probably hasn't averaged under 15 in like 10 years. Bogdan's a stud. I think he's very versatile. I had him in fantasy last year. Jay Crowder, though, on the other hand, Jay Crowder's one of those guys where it's like Jay Crowder to me is PJ Tucker. Like they're the same player. Jay Crowder's just a little younger, maybe like slightly better from the three. So I'm just not I'm not a fan of any of those three players with the position we're in. I would rather get Will Barton, as AJ just said, Buddy Hield, Victor Oladipo. Like you got to remember, we're trying to get younger and athletic. Like our whole offseason, we got younger and we got athletic, and we got a ton of picks. Traded Rocco. I mean, it's just, yeah. If this is a good trade, if we're like a champ, if Harden were to say right now, I'm here, I'm extending. Harden signs his extension right now. These trades aren't unrealistic one bit. But you gotta keep in mind is like if we're trading James Harden, if James Harden were to get traded, what does Danilo, Bogdan, or Jay Crowder? None of those three players do anything for our team at all. They don't do anything because if you trade James Harden, we're not going to be a championship contending team. These are the type of guys that help you win a championship, and it's just I'm just not a huge fan because it's like I'd rather get Buddy Hield. Whereas if James Harden were to leave, you can build off Buddy Hield. You can build off Victor Oladipo. I don't know. Just my opinion, though. I like your – it's not bad, and I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying, in my opinion, from the – oh, shit, we got a fellow – this guy was on a stream once. Hey, Sean. I'm live on YouTube.
Oh, on Will Upton?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah.
What time do you want to go to the range?
How about I call you in 10 minutes?
All right, that's fine.
All right.
Do you want to get dinner before, or do you
yeah.
Food, or what's the deal?
Yeah, I'll get some food.
Cool. All right. Sounds good.
All right, say it.
Bye.
So I'll probably just end it on this talking point. Whole hour. Appreciate you guys pulling into this. I didn't expect to go this long. Probably do a Rockets rebuild either tomorrow or tonight. I understand we're trying to win a championship. It's so risky, dude. It's just too risky to me. Like if you have the I don't know how old Buddy Hield is. I feel like he's 27, but it's just I feel like we need to get younger. Like I said, if James Harden were to sign that extension right now, I'd be like, well, shit. Let's go for some more experienced guys. Let's trade for Derrick Rose right now. If James Harden were to sign his extension right now, I'd be like, all right, we need to trade for Derrick Rose and we need to trade. First, we just need to trade for Derrick Rose. Any of those guys you mentioned, I would be fine with too. I think James Harden wanted Russell Westbrook out of Houston, so I think that's why he went to Washington. Well, I think that they both just realized, because they're still great friends. I mean, James Harden and Russell Westbrook are great friends. I think they probably both just realized, they've probably had this talk once before at least, but I think they both realized that their best chances of winning probably not in Houston, especially Russell Westbrook. Like, Russell Westbrook just, he doesn't fit the team well. He just never really did. All right, Jesus. The Pacers should trade TJ Warren, Sabonis, or Victor Oladipo and 3 picks. I assume you're talking about a trade for James Harden, I believe. I just heard Swaggy's live. Is he playing Pokemon Go? Oh, he's not live yet. We're good. 5:30, 5:37. Wasn't that 4 minutes ago? Right? 5:37? Yeah, it was 4 minutes ago. He's not live yet. Will Barton to the Rockets is amazing. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying, man. I think it's an amazing trade. I think it fits us perfectly. Trade Eric to get Buddy Hield. Totally, dude. That's what we're talking about, man. I'm totally about it. Well, I guess Swaggy's about to play Pokemon Go and answer your NBA questions. So probably gonna head out here. But yeah. Thank you guys for tuning in. New video later.